Good morning, everybody. Today we are headed out to Disney's Hollywood Studios because we haven't been in like 3 weeks to a month. I'm excited to see the gondola system. It's called the Disney Skyway. They've added some of the uprights, like some of the conveyors. I don't know what you call those, like the rollers that the actual gondola goes across. They have also moved the walls back for Toy Story Land. I can't wait to see how much work has been done on Star Wars Land too. A lot of stuff to see. Disney World. We're headed to Hollywood Studios. Well, what's this? We're headed onto a new bridge and a new road. Well, this is darned exciting. Here we go. We're heading up on some backstage views of Toy Story Land and mostly Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. You just barely see some stuff for Toy Story Land to the left there, but the majority of what we see is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Well, this is exciting. There are some poles in the parking lot of Hollywood Studios. This one doesn't have anything on top of it, but this one over here tells me that it's gonna be part of the gondola system. Here's a little bit closer detail of those gondola towers. Not much going on down here, but up top you can see all of the rollers. It's exciting. And there's another one way up there towards the front, and the actual station will be up there too. Holy cow, is it windy today. Also, I misspoke a little bit earlier. It's not the Disney Skyway. That's the old system that used to run through Magic Kingdom. This is called the Disney Skyliner. So there it is, the very last Skyliner tower before it reaches what will be the Skyliner station. You can see they're still doing a lot of work on it over here. There's a lot of sleeping ducks right here. There's like a whole lot of them. 6 as a matter of fact, about 3. When I see ducks, there's always about 3 of them. So I don't know how long spring break lasts. I believe we're right smack dab in the middle of it because it's very busy on a Friday afternoon. My first stop is always the dark room because they've got magic bands right here as soon as you walk in. I always like to see if there's anything new or interesting. And honestly, no, nothing that we haven't seen before. There is a press penny machine in here that 1 takes credit cards, 2 doesn't need you to bring your own penny, and 3, you could get all 8 of these designs for $5 as opposed to $1 each. That is quite the deal. Just popping out pennies inside the 5 and 10. Look at this, oh my goodness, that's rickety right there. I'm gonna put this back because it was evening that out, and I'll pull up another one of these back here. Look at this mermaid cup. It's pretty interesting. It's got like a tail for a handle. $30, well $27. It's a pretty interesting mug. I don't think it's actually Ariel. It's just generalized mermaids. Yeah, fairy tales and seashells. Oh, there's Ariel up there though. Tons upon tons of these rose gold ears. I think the next thing, we're getting pink ears pretty soon. Millennial pink ears, and those will be the next hard to find objects. Eevee Starlight's out and they gave her an umbrella because it's very hot and sunshiny today. I wouldn't want to come to this park on a busy day like this because there's only 4 rides, a couple of other attractions, but not very many places to take up the people that are in the park. I always like seeing the behind the scenes stuff. So we're back behind the stage right now and you can see this huge cord that they used to plug it in. And then this right here is actually the pyrotechnic tubes. So a couple of flashes or bangs will come out of there. Maybe some fire, some sort of explosive will definitely be coming out of these 3 tubes. You can see there's another one over there too. And that of course is for the Star Wars stage show that happens like every half an hour or every hour over here. Happens very often. Oh, there's a big group around all these stormtroopers over here. I wonder what they're doing. Is it a line or is it just like a large congregation of people around stormtroopers?
I read you, Command. Go ahead.
We're headed back towards what will be the entrance to Toy Story Land. From what I've seen, they've moved the walls further back, so we should be able to get a pretty good view into there. Oh look, they're moving this crane for Star Wars Land. Are they carrying something? Yes, no, yes. What are they? It's just like a stick. The smallest thing ever they're using a crane to carry. Oh my goodness, yeah, there's a lot more room back here because they've moved these walls way back. This is neat. It opens June 30th, so they've got a lot more work to do, but it's coming right along and they're definitely pushing us closer and closer to the entrance of Toy Story Land. You can see some of Slinky Dog Coaster back there and some of the other Tinker Toy elements floating around, and maybe Rex through the trees there? I don't see him right now. Oh yeah, he's behind the big thick part of the tree. I think it's really funny because what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how they're blocking the view of the important elements using trees and walls. They move the wall back and you can just barely see Rex through the trees back there. Barely see him. And you can see the Jenga blocks that he's standing up on top of. Also, Jessie is supposedly somewhere over here with a string of lights around Rex like she's lassoed him. How cool would it be if Slinky Dog Coaster did a test run right now and just went right through the screen? Oh, it didn't happen. So today is March 30th, and you can see it's gonna open June 30th, 2018. It's got about 2 months, 3 months before it opens. And you can see this is right where we were seeing. You can see the Jenga tower, and you can see Rex standing on top of it. And I don't know, where's Jessie? Where's Jessie? You can see the string of lights kind of around him. I just don't see, oh, there she is over there. Jessie's lassoing him. You can see Slinky Dog Coaster. There is a lot to it. Look at how big Slinky Dog Coaster is, and all we're seeing is this one turn right here. Oh, I didn't know Buzz Lightyear was the architect. Look at him running with those blueprints. Just checking the wait time for Toy Story Midway Mania. 160 minutes. Woo! The line for Toy Story comes all the way back here to the walls and the berm for Star Wars Land back here. Holy macaroni. Can't see much from over here, just a couple of cranes. But this is that crane that was moving something earlier. Somebody recently on Twitter asked me when Star Wars Land was opening, and all that we know is that it is opening sometime in 2019. Kind of wondering what this little structure over here will be for the entrance to Toy Story Land. Oh no, I'm in a picture. I'm gonna go inside of One Man's Dream and look at the model and see if we can see any sort of structure by the entrance. So I keep calling this One Man's Dream, but it's actually Walt Disney Presents now. But right across from it is a service dog relief area right behind this little gate right here. Oh no, I guess it's just right here where I'm standing. I thought that it was back there, but it's just this patch of mulch. All right, let's head into Walt Disney Presents and have a look at that model. So it looks like it's gonna be this structure right here, which they're painted green as if it is an existing structure already, because as you can see, everything that's not existing is colored. Whereas like Midway Mania here is painted green because it's existing. A little bit of a development in here. Walt Disney Theater is not showing Wrinkle in Time preview anymore. They are back to showing One Man's Dream. So recently we went to Typhoon Lagoon and we got a jalapeno cream cheese stuffed pretzel, which we thought had been removed from the parks completely. And then in the comments of that video, you guys told us that they have it over at the lunching pad in Tomorrowland, which used to be a pepper jack pretzel, which was different than the jalapeno cream cheese stuffed pretzel. I haven't gone back to check and see if that is actually the case, but I'm gonna check over here to the left of the Chinese theater to see if they have the jalapeno cream cheese stuffed pretzel, because they used to have it here. And it looks like they only have the stuffed pretzel with cream cheese. Let's head back this way towards Star Tours and see if we can see anything for the Galaxy's Edge construction. Ooh, look at this spring break line for Goofy. He's got quite the line. There's a lot going on back there in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. You see they're dumping dirt right there from a crane? That was pretty neat. We can see some, I don't know what you would call them, like mountaintops? Peaks? Rockwork skeletons? I don't know. Oh, it seems like we can almost see, if you look at this concept art, you see those peaks in the center there? Does that sort of correlate with some of the peaks here that we're starting to see? Maybe it is. That means that we'll see the Millennium Falcon as soon as we get into the land. Oh, Chip and Dale are hidden off here in the corner. I don't even know if you guys can see them because they're off in the shadows. So I don't know, I might be completely wrong, but after looking at those peaks, I think you might walk straight into the Millennium Falcon. Like this tunnel here that we're standing in front of does kind of like a jog this way and that way, so you can't see straight into Star Wars Land from Grand Avenue, which is what we're on right now. But once you come around the corner, I think that this is what you will see. I think you will see the Millennium Falcon. Huge and in your face as a life-size version of this ship. I still cannot wait to see what Disney has planned for their footage from this camera up at the top of this building. I think they've been taking a time lapse of the construction progress the entire time that it's been going on. Looking at the entrance to Galaxy's Edge, I'm wondering what this little emblem up here means. I think that it has something to do with California because Grand Avenue is supposed to be LA, because there's the bear and everything, but is this emblem other places in California? There's a little kiosk over by the entrance to Galaxy's Edge that used to sell all kinds of Galaxy's Edge merch. Now it's selling generic Disney stuff like Tsum Tsums and Tsum Tsums and Chip and Dale stuff. All right, let's head back past Muppet Vision. Oh yeah, I forgot about this view. You can see a little bit more back there. I'm gonna step backwards and get a zoomed in view. Are they picking up a big old crane full of dirt right now? They might be. I like watching these cranes do their work. That's something that I've always wanted to do that I've never done, is operate a crane. I think I'd be pretty good at it. Maybe. You never know though. It might be a lot harder than I know. Look, yeah, it's got a whole bucket full of dirt. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that was neat. Look at that. It's raining dirt. Although the majority of the fountain is back out in front of Muppet Vision, we are still missing Fozzie. Fozzie used to be in here with a camera filming, and he's not there anymore. But Miss Piggy's back, and the rats are back. Looking into Galaxy's Edge from the exit of Muppet Vision 3D, and there's not much to see from over here. We get a much better view of this area as we saw driving into Disney's Hollywood Studios than we get from inside of the park. Holy cow, 120 minutes for Star Tours, and this right here is the line to get into the Fast Pass queue. Not the regular line, to get into the Fast Pass queue. It goes all the way back to the Indiana Jones souvenir stand. I was just passing by the Indiana Jones stunt show and I passed by this Oasis canteen place, and the menu caught my eye because they've got funnel cakes, but then they also have soft serve and root beer. Then you get further down here and they've got alcoholic root beer floats and alcoholic dreamsicle floats. As we get further past the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular, I wanted to show you guys this sign, because this is where you go to enter your kids into the Trials of the Temple for Jedi training. Back there, to that booth back there. I also feel like I've never been into this Indiana Jones Adventure Outpost to the left of that check-in booth. I like that they gave Mickey a 5 o'clock shadow. The store is pretty neat. It's very well themed. I feel like I'm in an Indiana Jones movie. Except for, of course, the Indiana Jones posters on the wall. I don't think Indiana Jones would have that in one of his movies. But you never know. Maybe he would. And of course, you can get your very own Indiana Jones hat. How much do you think for this leather hat? If you guess 70, you would be correct. Oh, they have 2 different styles of Indiana Jones hats. Oh, this one says that it is a Indiana Jones reproduction, and it's actually cheaper. This one is only $57. Kind of looks green on the camera. It's not, it's brown. That's a pretty neat store. I think that if you are an Indiana Jones fan, make sure you check it out. Not very much in there, but it's all Indiana Jones stuff. I feel like you know it's a busy day when they give a cast member a sign that looks like a Starbucks cup so people know where the Starbucks is. And it's kind of strange because it doesn't look like a busy day. The crowds are not packed shoulder to shoulder, but the lines are very long because there are only 4 rides in the entire park right now because we're waiting for the new lands to open. But I wanted to see what the wait time was for Tower of Terror. Just passing by Sunset Club Couture, and I noticed there's advertising the rose gold mini ears here on somebody wearing an entire dress made out of rose gold. I have a feeling if they sold this in the dress shop on Cherry Tree Lane at the Co-op at Disney Springs, it would sell out very quickly. Although I do have to admit, I feel like the rose gold is at the end of its trend, so maybe not. So here we are out in front of the Tower of Terror, and it is a 95-minute wait. Oh dear. Now I consider myself fairly proficient at getting fast passes. I wasn't able to get any today. It's definitely a busy day here. You'd think with a name like PretzelPalooza, they would have the jalapeno cream cheese stuffed pretzels, but alas, they don't. They just have the cream cheese stuffed ones. I came to look and see what the wait time was for Rock and Roller Coaster. 120 minutes. Man, pretty intense day here for wait times. There's another plane flying over top of there. That's like a Learjet. That's a private jet. Not like our little plane that we flew over in. A citizen of Hollywood doing some magic out here.
I'm gonna give you your script. Okay. This will be the best thing for your career. Okay.
All of the citizens of Hollywood are out and about doing performances. I think we've seen about everything new that we can see, so let's head into some of the gift shops and see what we can see in there. There's so many souvenirs in here, but I just have one question. What are those? Those are my Crocs. They definitely go all in with these Spirit jerseys. Here's one for Monsters University, which actually is pretty darn cool. But it is $60, so it's also very expensive. Oh, they have a whole section of Avengers stuff. I do like this Infinity Gauntlet mug they have going on here. I think it's pretty funny. $20. How do you think Thanos takes his coffee? You guys told me how to pronounce these. I just forget what it is. I think it's Ufuffy? Ufuffy? I think that's right. But they smell, and they're very soft. This one smells like a rose. I think these all smell like roses because they're from Beauty and the Beast. So all the Beauty and the Beast things smell like roses. Does the Beast? For some reason, I feel like the Beast would not smell like roses. All the Snow White characters smell like apples because, you know, she was poisoned by apples. But they're $6 each when you buy 4. If not, they're $7.99 if you just buy 1 or 3. I like this tumbler they have here for Hollywood Studios, mostly because the dragon's playing guitar. He's like the biggest rock star in the park. And because it's got Tower of Terror on it. And this is $17.99. So there you have it. That was a quick trip out to Disney's Hollywood Studios to check up on the construction updates. It was really exciting seeing how far along the Skyliner is. I am excited to ride the gondola system from hotel to park to hotel. It seems like it's going to be interesting and fun and better than, say, like the buses. Might be quicker. I don't know, and I'm excited to see Toy Story Land. It's coming very far along. I hope they keep pushing the fence further and further back until it's just one fence line right at the entrance, because I'm excited to see more and more of it. So, with that being said, we are off, and we will see you guys tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.